Welcome to VMax Radio, Episode 3. Tonight, we have two recurring hosts, Chadkake again.
Привет.
And then we have Sam joining us once again.
Good morning. Or good Nacht, depends on where you are. I don't know.
Okay, so, how was everyone's week?
Pretty good.
Well, my Suburban needs its spark plugs changed, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn.
What do you mean by apparently?
Crap. Like 4-year-old spark plugs. You gotta give them credit. They've been working this far. Yeah.
I think at the beginning, before we started recording the podcast, you were talking about the Lamborghini would have gone Performante.
Performante.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, basically, it's kind of like the SV of the Huracan lineup without being an SV.
I think it looks like a minified Murcielago SV.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like, just slap on black rims and it's a squashed Murcielago.
Yeah, so basically, it's the Huracan, extra added aero, and does it have more power? They added power, right?
I'm wondering if it has more horsepower. I doubt that it has more torque than the regular would have got.
I don't think it has more power.
Really? Well, we must find that out. Because it's
But
gotta have, like, it being a Lamborghini, it's gotta have its, LP 610-4 or whatever.
I think they should have called it the Superleggera, not the SV. The SV should be for the Aventador.
Yeah.
The Superleggera should
Well, they
be
didn't
Huracan.
They didn't call it the SV. It's the Performante. I
Performante.
can't say that.
Jeez, and why the hell did I hear it's SV?
Yeah.
Gee.
Okay. I guess at this point we don't know if it has extra power because I'm looking at the Car Throttle article and it says nothing about more power.
All right, I'm on Car and Driver. I'll look there.
Okay.
Well, in other news, what other news can we talk about?
Well, I added in as a little side note thing the Rolls-Royce diamond paint.
Oh yeah, that.
You can paint your Rolls-Royce in diamonds.
Like
What a
literal
not-
diamonds.
To pay more money.
Real, actual diamonds. Not like you encrust your thing in diamond gemstones. It's paint is made out of actual diamonds. I'm reading
Yeah,
about it.
I'm looking here online. It says diamond dust.
Yeah, it's crushed and grinded diamond.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. It would definitely be something that a rich oil sheik in the Middle East would put on their car.
Yeah. See, they power it up like this. I'm showing a picture for everyone listening. They power it up like this and then paint it on the body. It looks awesome, but it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure you would get about the same effect by just a regular, what do you call it? Overcoat? Oh, flake. Yeah, flake.
Yeah, like it looks just like that. But I think it's for the prestige. Like, hey, my Rolls Royce is painted in diamonds. What's yours painted in?
Gold.
Mine is painted in metallic, but can beat your Rolls Royce to ashes.
But what it kind of reminds me of is when DeLorean was about to go out of business themselves. They made a limited run of 24-karat gold-plated DeLoreans.
How come I didn't know about this?
Wait, what? I never heard about that.
I watch a show on Travel Channel called Mysteries at the Museum, and he went to an auto museum, and there was one of these gold-plated DeLoreans there, and he told the whole story about it. Dude, that's really cool. But then,
I don't
they
know about
call
you, but I never, ever feel prestige while driving a golden or silver-plated car around.
Yeah.
I'd feel vulnerable, not prestiged.
Yeah. Speaking of DeLoreans, I actually saw one the other day.
Wow. Lucky.
I think it's the same one I saw before because there's so few of them. Like, if you see one in the same general area that you see one before, it's it's almost definitely the same car.
Do the same thing I do. Memorize the number plate.
Yeah, I don't do that unless it's a vanity plate. Then it sticks with me.
Well, I sometimes do it
Oh.
with my own cars. That way, like, if it ever gets stolen,
Well,
I can tell them what the license plate number is.
yeah, if it was my own car, I'd completely measure.
Quite
the
honestly,
number
though, I
license.
don't think I have the plate for my Subaru memorized.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it starts with BCB though.
Well, got the first 3 letters.
I think
That's
it's maybe like BCB 4764. I don't know.
Mine is BCA 789 for the Suburban.
So,
yeah, now people can track me down.
Speaking of funny plates, I saw a Prius the other day, and it was just a regular license plate, and the first 3 letters were WMD.
My brother mass destruction.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty funny.
I can't remember. There was this state where if you, for example, if you as much as sew off your shotgun's muzzle, it counts as a WMD. I can't remember which state it is, but that's a pretty stupid law.
Probably California.
No,
Yeah,
not in California.
Really?
Not in California. It's some southern state.
Hmm.
Weird.
Can't remember, but like there was this guy who sewn off his shotgun's muzzle, so instantly he was the owner of a WMD.
Oh, yeah. It's
like, what?
I assume it's the same. Sawed-off shotguns, for some reason, are considered more dangerous than regular shotguns. I mean, I think it's because
They're more concealed.
Yeah, you can conceal them. But, I mean...
But it wasn't a sawn-off double barrel. It was a sawn-off pump action.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can do that to any shotgun.
And one thing too, with the sawn-off pump action shotgun, that might also reduce the capacity of the shotgun as well.
If you have a tubular...
I mean,
magazine.
sure, you could keep the original tube, but then it looked kind of funny.
Yeah, like all the competition shotguns.
Oh yeah.
They have the tubes way out,
Yeah, it's like flopping around.
so they don't. Yeah, so they don't have to reload as much because that's the longest reload in 3-gun competitions.
I know. I think shotguns with magazines look really weird.
Well,
But they also kind of work too.
if it's like a Sega, which is basically a 12 gauge AK-47,
Yeah.
it looks like an AK-47 and it looks awesome.
But the one I like the most is the freaking what's it called? Jackhammer.
What?
Jackhammer.
No, what were you saying? I didn't hear you.
The automatic shotgun I like the most is the Jackhammer. It looks kind of like a
So,
bullet
Study,
rifle.
you said you had a conspiracy theory about the demon. What was that?
Oh, yeah. I think Car Throttle actually picked up on this too. So I got on YouTube yesterday, and my top recommended video was the new Dodge Demon trailer, and they had just posted it an hour before that. I looked at it, and then here's how it actually went. I looked at the clock, and it was 7:57, and I, being the gun person that I am, I usually do this when I look at time. I'm like, oh, that looks like 7x57 Mauser. And then, hey, this is a Demon trailer. That's exactly 50 horsepower more than the Hellcat. Maybe that's the new horsepower number. But I made a post on Car Throttle. I almost posted it in funny community because I was that unserious about it. But yeah, I just posted it to have some fun. And now Car Throttle runs a story about how, oh, the whole internet thinks that the power output is going to be this. And I don't know if I was the first to do that, but I mean, I was definitely original in my thinking. Like, I didn't see it somewhere else.
Someone actually gave you credit from what I remember on that post.
Yeah. Yeah, Caesar1303 tagged me and then said, hey, this guy beat you by like 20 hours on this. Yeah, here's Dee's story. It looks like the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon may only make horsepower. And it says...
Here's a big question, though. Is that number for crank horsepower or wheel horsepower?
I think it's going to be crank.
They rate it... So somebody says that the Hellcat already makes 750 horsepower. Well, if that's at the crank, it makes 750 horsepower because Motor Trend put it on a dyno and it made 750 horsepower at the crank after you did all the math. And then they said, well, so if they say it's 750 horsepower, then there's going to be absolutely no difference between that and the Hellcat engine. And I'm like, well, no, because if they underrate it, then they'll just underrate it and say it's 750. It's going to be like 800. So I think it's going to be, they're going to be talking about crank horsepower, but...
This reminds me of the days with the 426 Hemi, where they said at 425, but a lot of people think that the 426 Hemi is making around 500 horsepower.
Yeah, that's actually a fact. It made up some limited edition engines actually made up to 600.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
like I think the first car that Dodge put that in was the race engine, the actual engine that they used for their NASCAR races, and they put it in a street car. And people were dynoing this thing, and they're like, dude, this thing makes like 600 horsepower. And they rated it 425.
There's this guy I know. He's an old man, really. He lives with an RT Daytona and a Gran Torino. His RT Daytona makes 520 natural.
Nice.
And it's stock, from what he said.
It's stock, except for these few mods that I did, you know.
Yeah.
That's a joke. But yeah, Chad, you just did a blog post about the 426 Hemis, right?
Well,
all the cars that came in.
You know how like Car Throttle was all like, oh, here's some cars that you can get 2JZ in or RB26. It's like, okay, now just do the same thing, but with a 426 Hemi.
A real interesting engine, not 2JZ. Everyone talks about that. Sorry,
yeah.
And the RB26.
2JZ and RB26 are just too mainstream.
They're overrated.
Well, they're mainstream on Car Throttle. Like, I'm pretty sure in some places of the world, some people are like, 2JZ, what's that?
What? That's like the rap guy, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I kind of had this in the back of my head just now. Maybe I should make like a underrated engines blog post or something. Better idea. How about I actually finish the 7 blog posts that I'm working on?
7 blog posts.
Yeah, I'm working on like 6 or 7 different ones.
And you're going to post them all at once?
No, I'm working on them as I think more about it.
Oh. So they're project blog posts.
Yeah, they're all like projects.
Let's jump into the question and answer session that Study posted.
So, Sam, did you want to do your post first or mine?
Oh, the AMA? Wait a sec.
Well, mine's open.
Mine had a lot of questions just because I asked people to give me questions. Jeez.
Tag people. Yeah. Okay. So my first question is Flux Capacitor asks Pontiac GTO Judge, Mitsubishi GTO VR4, Ferrari 599 GTO, or GTO RS. What's the GTO RS?
I think it might be Audi.
The Hexa GTO RS.
Oh, you know what? Maybe the
okay.
Donkerberg, which is like the fancy version of the Caterham.
Hold on, I'm checking it out. Checking it out right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Donkerberg DA GTO RS.
Oh, dude, it is. Oh wow, that thing looks awesome.
It is a what? It is a what? Someone fill me in on what's happening.
It's a version of a Caterham.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on.
I'll go with the Judge.
Same here.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the Mitsubishi, the GTO VR4 and the 599 GTO are also very tempting options.
Yeah, but in the end, I'm a muscle car guy, so whoa, that thing looks awesome. Holy crap.
I know.
I saw a GTO Judge at a Good Guys Auto Show, and the GTO Judge, the 69, is my friend's maybe dream car.
I've never seen it in real life. I've only seen two goats. Not
my
real
favorite
goats.
goat.
GTO.
My,
GTO goats.
Yeah. My favorite GTO is a 67 convertible.
For some reason, I hate convertibles. I really hate them.
Well, in a muscle car, which is like, straight line and cruising and all that, I just really think a convertible muscle car is awesome.
That reminds me, my friend, one of his bucket list items is to drive shirtless in a Lamborghini Aventador Roadster.
Oh yeah, you made a post about, do you have any weird bucket list items? And I was like, well, does shooting a Prius with a tank count as weird?
Well, quite honestly, that's not that weird. I'm pretty sure that's on many people's bucket lists.
Dude, we talked about that in the first podcast when you sent me that photo of the Prius. I told you we'd use it.
Oh yeah. Use it for target practice.
Okay. So we think we answered Flux's question?
Well, did we? I mean, so I personally would go with the GTO RS because that thing is just awesome. And Sam, you said you'd go with the Pontiac.
Judge.
And I go with the Pontiac.
Okay. So I'm in the minority because, I like handling. You guys are muscle guys. You drive boats.
Nathaniel Lucky asks, off-road, drag racing, drifting, or rallying?
Rally.
I do rally, yeah. I love rally.
I would say off-road and a trophy truck in the Baja 1000.
I'm training.
Well, that's basically rally, but it's.
I guess maybe when he's thinking off-roading, maybe he's thinking of the
race trucks.
Space, the oh yeah, like the rock bouncers.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I do rally because if you watch rally, it's just so you have to control the car so much, and like going around one turn, you see the front wheels just go back and forth so many times. It's just how do the drivers keep up with that? I mean,
I like rock bouncers or trophy trucks.
I like rally because of one
reason. This is rally, World Rally Championship.
I like rallies because of one reason. Physics is basically your
crashes.
No.
What?
I would have to say, with making physics your wench, I think that would more be along the terms of track racing because of the sheer G forces that you encounter.
No, but in rally though, like you're drifting way before the actual turn, and then you continue drifting.
Yeah. I mean, but one thing that I don't like about like watching World Rally Championship, and one reason why I don't regularly watch it, is because it's just different cars do the same run over and over and over. The only real thing that's mixing it up is when somebody crashes.
Ouch.
Rallycross, though, where you have everybody, it's just a one lap. Rallycross looks awesome.
Yeah, rallycross
I
is
love rallycross.
like having mini 600 horsepower plus cars just battling it out neck to neck.
Yeah.
Just, oh my god, that looks so good.
Yeah. And then just some of the, like, once in a while, Car Throttle will post this overtake is amazing and all that. A lot of them had been from rallycross races.
Yeah.
Some of the best overtakes ever were from rallycross.
Uh-huh. Definitely. Okay, so
All right, I have a question that I think needs a bit of thinking from Dodge
Uh-huh.
Viper ACR 16.
oh,
Do
dude.
you think the term hypercar is needed?
I think so, yes.
I don't.
Because a Porsche 918 or McLaren P1 really does not compare to a let's just use the Lamborghini Aventador, the regular one, as an example. It really doesn't compare to that because, you know, the Aventador is a supercar and the 918 is a supercar, but so much more than a supercar. So I think that, yeah, the term hypercar is justified in 918, LaFerrari, McLaren P1. I don't think that top speed things like the Venom and the Koenigsegg's are really hypercars, because those are just for top speed, and I don't know what to call them, just top speed cars.
That reminds me. I think when I was watching Richard Hammond review the Lamborghini Aventador, with the Miura, the old Miura, the priority was top speed, acceleration, and handling in that order. And then with the Aventador, those priorities were reversed.
Yep, I remember that.
It's an old Top Gear. Yeah, when they first showed the Aventador. You know, it was one of Top Gear's episodes. Can't remember which episode.
Yeah, I liked that one particularly because, you know, he's drifting this all-wheel drive huge Lamborghini around Top Gear test track, and I don't know why, but it just looked so much cooler than in the show.
I still personally prefer the Murcielago.
My favorite Lamborghini is the Diablo SV.
You and Mr. Purple V12 would get along quite nice.
Well, it's not my favorite car,
That's your favorite Lamborghini.
but it's my favorite Lamborghini, yes.
I really liked his vlogs he's been doing recently.
Vlogs or vlogs?
Vlogs.
Really? He did vlogs?
Yeah, he's been recording some vlogs in his Crown Vic.
Why have I not seen his? And he has a Crown Vic?
You didn't know he has a Crown Vic?
No, I did not, actually.
I
He's had
did.
this Crown Vic for a while.
It's a white Crown Vic. I think.
No. It's not white. It's like blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
No, I must have seen someone else then.
Yeah, because his is definitely blue. You can
Yeah.
look for yourself on Car Throttle.
Yeah, I will once we're done. But I mean, look. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a light blue, and I think it has a vinyl top too.
So, next question. Mark II Golfer asks, do you like stance?
No, but I like lower cars.
So, here's my whole thing on stance. Personally, I would not stance any of my cars. I might lower my cars. I will not put a ton of extra camber in. Only enough camber to be practical, like that makes it a better handling car. But I'm fine if other people want to do that to their cars, because, you know, it's not my car.
I draw the line when people do it to classic muscle cars.
Okay, yeah. I get really mad at those people.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, stance is putting form before function, and I'm a function over form kind of guy. So, yeah, I just reasonably lower my car and give her enough camber just to handle good. And that's it.
Yep. So, as for the most part, we don't like stance.
We don't like it for our
Okay.
own cars, mind you.
Yeah, not for our cars.
Just because a lot of people
Alright.
seem to misinterpret this.
Mm-hmm. All right, Chad, you got the next
What?
question?
On your post?
Yeah.
Benjamin F says opinion on a price for a stock 5.0 Mustang, which is $127,000.
A
Price
stock
what?
Stutt Mustang GT, wherever he lives, which is in Europe somewhere. Which, that is ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's even more
175,000.
expensive than an optioned out Corvette Z06 here in the States.
Here.
That's more expensive than a freaking Ford GT. Sorry, Viper.
Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know where he lives, but everything is so expensive there because, like, the first
Because
show,
customs and shipping and corruption
Yeah.
and stuff. I'm not saying America isn't corrupted, but hell, we don't have it that much. Holy crap.
Yeah. But yeah, that price is
Ridiculous.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you forget what you got until you realize other people don't have it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're whining about we don't get, and then they used to be whining about, oh, we don't get Mustang. And so now everyone's like, oh, you got Mustang now. And now it's like, it's $130,000 though.
Yeah, but it's out of reach. So it's it's like you don't have it. You have it, but you don't have it.
Yep. It completely takes away from what the Mustang, to me, is all about.
From what a muscle car in general has to be, which is a cheap, stupid way to go fast.
Yep.
So,
It's Sam.
Stutt. This one you're gonna like. How would you like to see the Viper return?
I would love it. I would completely love it. But there is a but to this. In my blog post about the Viper, I said that if it came back as a soft Grand Touring thing with a nice automatic and plush seats and turbocharged V8 or smaller turbocharged V10, I would completely hate it if it came back like that. But if it came back in its real form,
Dodge won't do that.
then I know, but that was my but.
Yeah.
My only one.
I really like the Viper to return because right now I don't consider the Ford GT to be a competitor to the Corvette because
It's not.
The current. Well, that's the thing though. Like it's a supercar with 650 horsepower. How is that not competitive?
No, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not talking,
I mean,
no, I'm not.
the core.
The price. In terms of price, I mean the Ford GT is ridiculously expensive.
It is ridiculous how expensive that thing is. But
yeah, I mean,
I think
why? Just why?
Because they are picking who gets to have these Ford GTs, and they're picking, for the most part, rich, well-known people who are gonna drive them a lot and talk about them a lot. Jay Leno.
I'm pretty sure. I was about to say that.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, I would like the Viper to return, not just because of the V10, also because it's competition to the Corvette.
Yep, we need a lot more of that.
Dat Muscle Guy, or you, Sam Stone, says, talk about factory-built drag cars.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I love them.
Yeah, I really like them.
I think really the big mama or like the big daddy of factory-built excuse me, drag cars is the Dodge Dart Superstock.
Yeah, exactly that one.
Classic. That's the
And the freaking there's another car. It was really limited that no one ever knew about it. The Corvette ZL1. It was a C10.
I don't think it'd be the ZL1. That would be the ZR1.
No, ZL1. There was a Corvette ZL1.
I've actually heard of it.
Let's see what's going on here.
I don't know. I just heard about it.
Oh, you know what? You might actually be right.
It was
1969 Corvette ZL1.
Yeah, with the aluminum 427.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I actually saw a video of that once drag racing.
Well, look at this thing.
I knew there was the Camaro ZL1 back in the day. You know, with a limited run 427, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Man, this thing looks awesome. But of course, it's a C3 Corvette, and pretty much all C3 Corvettes look amazing.
No, it's not a C3, dude. It's a C2.
Well, if it's a 1968, then that would be a C3.
No, it's a 65, 67, something like that.
Oh, the one I'm looking at
is the ZL1's a 69.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think the C3 had a ZL1.
It definitely did.
Well, that's what I'm reading here.
Oh crap! I did not know about that.
Yep.
Oh, okay. There is a C3 ZL1.
Yeah. All right, so you said 1965?
Yeah, 1965, 65, 67, something like that. It's a C2.
Yeah. I'm looking for that.
Wait, those aren't C2 ZL1s, the heck?
Hold on.
This is coming from the guy that thought the engine in his ZL1 was an LS6.
Yeah. Did you really have to say that?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry for bashing me in front of everyone. Yes.
Well, hey, at least you know now.
I legitimately thought it was an L6. Imagine if I told anyone outside that. They think my car is stolen.
I doubt though, if your car did get stolen, and a cop pulled up is like, oh, it had an LS6 engine. I'm pretty sure most of the cops would be like, yeah. I'm pretty sure not that many cops would be like, no, it has an LSA.
No, I'm not talking about cops. I'm talking about in car meets and stuff.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. If you roll up in your Camaro and you're like, hey, I got the new LS6 Camaro, and they're like, what?
Excuse
That's kind of cool.
RavenKnowWho says favorite British car manufacturer.
He wants us to say McLaren.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Lotus, actually.
I think there might actually be someone at Car Throttle that works for Lotus.
I think I've seen him.
There's someone in Car Throttle
I forget.
that works for Lotus?
I completely forgot his username, though.
Personally, well, how about you, Sam? What's your favorite British manufacturer?
Favorite British manufacturer. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between McLaren and Jaguar.
I'm torn between Jaguar and Aston Martin.
Sorry, McLaren and Aston Martin, not McLaren and Jaguar. Jaguar is useless to me.
Guys, I got news for you.
What?
It's pronounced Jaguar. Jaguar, or whatever you're saying.
Wait,
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's now going to be a raging comment debate about how it's pronounced.
Whoa, wait a second. I thought the correct pronunciation was Jaguar because I used to pronounce it Jaguar.
It's Jaguar.
One thing I really hate about the British, though, is that they say, this is how you pronounce it, this is what you say for this thing, and that's right. End of story.
Because we're British, we invented English, so how we say it is always wrong.
Yeah, even though America has I think about 10 times the population of the UK.
We are the largest English speaking country, but
RavenKnowWho also asks favorite Italian car manufacturer.
Alfa Romeo.
I'm
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini and Ferrari.
As a company, I like Lamborghini better.
As a company with their company philosophy, I really, really like them a lot better. But Alfa Romeo
designs, man, their designs are they bring people from a Kukula and then tell them make a car.
Yeah. All right, Sam. Did you want to do the next question?
Yep, sure. All right. Wait a second.
What was that?
All right. Here's a good question. Do you think we should invest in hydrogen power instead of electric?
Wait, what?
Do you think we should invest in hydrogen power instead of electric?
Yes, definitely.
Why is that?
I don't think so.
For a couple reasons. One, you can make hydrogen. You can get hydrogen from water, and water is everywhere. The waste product produced by a hydrogen engine is water. It's going to be regulated a ton like gasoline engines. And instead of you got to plug in your electric car and let it charge for a long time, you can refuel a hydrogen car just like a gasoline car.
Well, I don't think so because ever since I've seen Engineering Explained's video, about how hydrogen cars are inefficient. Because hydrogen is, first of all, hydrogen is really hard to make and is really hard to contain.
Well, wow, I don't think it's that hard to make contain, because I think it was maybe like my oh yeah, it was actually my junior chemistry class where you know, by using electrolysis or something along those lines, some form of electricity to separate hydrogen and oxygen, and then my chemistry teacher, just kept it in a upside down test tube. You gotta light it.
No, but that's a test tube though. That's like on a minuscule scale.
Yeah, but I mean,
large scale.
We will develop some sort of formula that will be efficient for making hydrogen, because at first, when gasoline engines were when the internal combustion engine first came out, everyone was like, "Oh, gasoline is so hard to produce. Why would you make an engine that runs on gasoline and not, I don't know, all these other things?"
Whale oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or coal.
But we have a way to mass produce gasoline now, so.
And it's running out pretty quick.
Well, quite honestly, I don't see it really running out. I just think that a lot of places that we haven't drilled could be drilled, but the stupid EPA won't let us because of a couple polar bears.
Yeah. Freaking EPA, I hate those people.
So, okay, I'm not going to go into that because that's politics and this is a car show, so yeah, no.
Well, but it's car related.
Yeah, EPA is
well,
car
no, I'll tell you afterwards what I was going to say about this, but this is definitely politics related.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, like, people keep on talking about the Obama gas. Like in California, they mandated that there was ethanol in the gas, and because of that, people go to the gas stations through classic cars, and the ethanol would eat up the fuel systems because of their old fuel systems.
Yep. My grandpa has a old Ford Ranger. It was one of the very few cars or trucks that was carbureted and fuel injected.
Wait, what?
And
Wait, is that even possible?
Yeah. Apparently, because he says it's carbureted and fuel injected.
How
I'm looking that up.
Yeah, I'm looking that up too. This ain't possible, dude. What is it called? Double injection? Jeez.
Hold on. All three of us are looking it up.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that says carburation and fuel injection.
Yeah, there's nothing such as that.
I'm looking it up.
You know what? Let's just move on, and then we can talk about that later.
Yeah, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's definitely not a thing.
I have something. Here.
You know what? Oh, you know what? I think that might have been what it might have been is that with the same car, you could get it carbureted or fuel injected. I don't think it was both at the same time.
I don't know.
Yeah, like the '60s Corvettes, you could get fuel injection or a carburetor.
Yeah, but back then fuel injection was like I don't know. It was like for lowly people. For people like
I'm still looking at it, but okay. Yeah, I guess we should move on. I'll make some sort of post if it's right or wrong after I do research and that stuff.
RavenKnowWho asks favorite Japanese car manufacturer.
Ooh.
For me, it's Toyota.
For me, well, yeah, Toyota.
Yeah,
Toyota.
I mean,
they-
Toyota is
have-
such a great all-around
they're
company. Like their
they're
Lexus
recent-
brand, their luxury cars, their sports cars, their trucks are.
I
good.
guess
And also, they've been recently
guess I'd
going
say
down the right path. What I call the right path,
Yeah.
they've been bringing back the Supra, they've been bringing back the GT86, which I can't say, unfortunately, for Mitsubishi.
yeah,
They're
Mitsubishi's.
going down-
Yeah, like Mitsubishi
Wow.
killed off the only good car they were producing.
the only car
Yep.
that made people take them seriously.
well, I mean, there's the VR4, but that's been long gone.
Yeah.
And
So,
they're bringing the
real
Eclipse
quick.
back as a crossover.
Aw, don't remind me.
Jeez, no, please no.
And you know what? I understand why they're doing it because of sales. When people want a crossover, they'll give them a crossover.
Well, why call it the Eclipse?
Because
Yeah.
people know your name.
Dude, even non-car people know that the Eclipse is a sports car.
I know a guy that has an old Eclipse convertible.
Ugh.
Like, hold on.
Eclipse convertibles were like the most unstable convertibles ever.
Wait, like, and this is taken into account, American convertibles.
No, don't.
Okay, so you think we answered the question of, favorite Japanese car manufacturer?
Yeah, I think so.
You got another question?
What is an example of car or cars that you used to not like but you like now?
I made a
Who was
blog
that
post
from?
about that.
Who is that from?
All right, American flag, USA, American flag.
Oh,
That's seriously his username.
Yeah, that's his username. No, it's the low. It's an American flag, then USA, then an American flag.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. US, US.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Shiz, I can show it to you. Crap.
yeah.
Let's just call him us.
But yeah,
That'd be a
also.
good cheer. Us.
No, it's.
But yeah,
it's just-
I'm also.
Yeah, kind of like like a 3-man team. 2 of them are from the United States, and one's from Australia.
No, dude.
Yeah.
No, one is from Germany. This is aus, not us. This is aus.
Okay, that can work too. Anyway, okay, so
I'm also working on a blog post about that.
okay, let me pull up my post I made about it.
All right,
So
so
while he's pulling that up,
what is an example of a car that you guys used to not like but you like now?
well, all Swedish cars basically. I hated Swedish cars.
I hate.
And now you really want a Saab.
I do. I think the first car that I buy will most likely be a Saab 92X.
I hated. Believe it or not, I hated the A86 and the 240SX when I was little. Yeah,
Oh wow.
like seriously, I hated them. I thought they were lowly cars, and I thought the Civic was the god of them all. Until I was proven
I thought
wrong.
I also little rice boxes, but
Yeah.
Now I kinda like
Honda
some.
Odyssey, Honda Pilot, Honda Ridgeline.
I hate the Honda Ridgeline so much.
I think the
What?
new one's actually front-wheel drive.
It's a good.
It's
a good
based.
off-road car,
It's
man.
based on front wheel drive. Yes.
It's a good off-road car though. The
What?
Honda Ridgeline. The Honda
What?
Ridgeline. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. There's a. Wait. Are we not talking about the same Honda Ridgeline? Like It's a freaking rally car for Pete's sakes.
Well, we're talking about like the mom and pop stock car.
Oh no, there's a pickup version.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait, the pickup version is always drive.
Anyway, back to the thing about
This
cars
one.
that you used to not like but now like. For me, Fox Body Mustang, Ford Crown Victoria, 2010 Super Legacy, Tesla Model S, and Dodge Challenger.
Oh yeah, actually, I didn't like the Mustang too, until I was proven the Mustang is actually good. Oh,
I didn't like.
No. That's not the Ridgeline I was talking about.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's
What
another
Ridgeline are you talking about?
No, there's another Ridgeline that's like it looks exactly like the rally car, but it's made for the street. It's all-wheel drive.
I don't know, but I used to hate all Fords. Anything I hated because I was young and stupid and loved General Motors.
Okay, the Honda Ridgeline Baja truck, I'm pretty sure, is nothing like the street car.
No, there's an actual street car that looks like the Baja truck. I swear I saw it.
Well,
only once though, and it was loud.
Oh, I think hold on. Let me get my screen share on. Okay, Pat.
Wait a second. Yes. That's the one.
Chad, do you see it?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, the red one left?
Yeah.
Yeah, looking it up right now.
Lincoln on Sam's post asks, "What is your favorite American car and pickup truck?"
Well,
you cheeky little piece of. You go on my.
Well, you answered it though, Sam, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, your answers were 1970 Chevelle and the Ford Raptor.
Yeah, I always loved Raptors.
Well, okay,
For me,
so
my favorite pickup truck would be a 1975 Ford pickup. Then for the car, I'll get back to you on that.
I don't know why, Chad, but I just see you like when I think Chadkake and truck, I think you drive like a Chevy C10, an old C10.
That's the thing though, like, like old Ford trucks are pretty cool, and like late 70s and up, they dominated regarding sales.
But yeah, so
I would say my favorite classic American car would be a 1970 Buick Skylark, and then the modern one would be the new Corvette Grand Sport.
But the Grand Sport doesn't count as a muscle car, though, does it?
Well, it just says, favorite American car. It doesn't say favorite American muscle car.
Wait, did it?
Yeah, the question was just favorite American car.
I should have answered differently. I read it as
my
favorite car.
My favorite car, period, is an American car, which is the Dodge Viper.
We all know that.
Where have you been?
All of the world
If you don't
knows
know.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
What's
your favorite Euro car?
Oh, European
hold
car?
on. Hey, I didn't get to say my truck.
Oh crap! Sorry.
So yeah, my favorite truck is the new Ford Raptor, actually.
Do you like it better than
My
the old
favorite
one?
truck is
Yes and no. I think the old one is awesome. And it's a V8, so it's got that like engine edge, the cool factor of the V8 over a V6, but
Although the V6 is faster and it gets better fuel economy in park model applications.
and has better suspension.
and like the new Raptor is better in every single way than the old one, but the old one has the V8.
Well,
But,
I'm pretty sure like the old school Raptor will last longer than the new school Raptor.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
But
have you heard of a Subaru WRX going over 200,000 miles?
oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, okay, without the
Oh,
engine
yeah.
being rebuilt.
Without the what?
Without the engine being
Like-
rebuilt.
Well,
a lot actually.
do you count cleaning the head gasket as rebuilding it?
Oh, heck no.
Okay.
No, actually, my girlfriend's first car was a WRX that went over like, I don't know, 50,000 miles, something like that.
Well, one thing for sure, like in general, naturally aspirated gas engines last longer than turbocharged ones.
Yeah. It's probably going to be longer lasting. But yeah, you chose the wrong example because, you know, Subarus are absolutely bulletproof. Like,
No.
2.5 head gasket.
Wait a second.
What?
He chose the wrong example in the model. He chose the WRX. Well, he should have said the WRX STI.
I don't know, but I met a guy who said the only thing he had done, like, to his WRX's engine was cleaning the head gasket, other than, you know, normal things like you got to change your spark plugs, change the oil, you know, regular maintenance. Was clean the head gasket. And it's, I don't know, this was a couple years ago, but it was at like 200 and something thousand miles.
Oh my god. Wow, he used her heavily.
Yeah. But you've heard of like the million mile
Lexus.
and
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Oh, wait, what? Never mind.
Yeah.
You know, there's this funny thing that once happened with me. It was the start of summer vacation, and I haven't started the Suburban in over a week. So after school, I roll into my garage with the Camaro, and then I get out. I started the Suburban. She starts fine. All right. The moment I get her out of the garage, the head gasket blows up. And just dies.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, I mean, I don't really think that, you know, the head gasket would cause the car to, you know, just die, would it?
I don't know. She just went clack, 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 and
Oh.
You know what? That might not be just head gasket.
Well, it was head gasket, just head gasket when they repaired it.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Mark II Golfer on. What do you have something to say?
Oh, I was gonna say let's move on.
Yeah, Mark II Golfer on Sam's post says beer or vodka.
Neither.
I am not a guy to ask about that.
I don't get drunk. I'm allergic to alcohol, actually.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Or you just have a really low tolerance?
No, I'm allergic to alcohol.
I can believe that. Okay. Volkswagen or Audi?
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Classic cars, I'd say VW. Modern cars, I'd go Audi. Like modern being from
same.
Modern being from the 80s onward.
Yeah.
I'm not like late 80s onward.
Yeah. Favorite muscle car and why?
Favorite muscle car? 67 Shelby GT500.
That was fast. My favorite is the Oldsmobile 442 W30 because it was the more for some reason the 442 and the W30 was the it was the high performance version of the high performance muscle car.
Kind of like the Dodge Demon is with the Dodge Hellcat.
And
wait, I'm kind of a bit confused here. The Oldsmobile Cutlass had the 442 and the Supreme. Which was the better one?
Oh, hold on. Oh.
Like the Oldsmobile Supreme?
Oldsmobile Cutlass had the 442 and the Supreme. I don't know which one was the
Well, this one.
The Cutlass Supreme is a 1997 model.
Really?
Well, actually, no. Actually, it started in 67 but ended in 97.
So the original 442s in the 60s were Cutlass models. I don't think the 1970s ones, which I'm going to screen share.
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now, and 67 to 72, they had the Cutlass Supreme. Well, actually, they had the Cutlass Supreme
really?
all the way up to 97, like consecutively from 67 or 65.
But yeah,
Damn,
I think the
you literally just made me question my eyes because I've seen a Cutlass Supreme in a classic car show. A 1970 Cutlass Supreme, and it had the word Supreme written on the rear fenders.
Well, I'm looking at Wikipedia, and the biggest engine you could get in a Cutlass Supreme was a 350.
Oh, so the 442 was the best. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I'm looking at Cutlass Supremes. Okay, here's one that's old.
Yeah, so my favorite old muscle car, just the regular GMA body, 60s and 70s. That includes the Chevelle, the Skylark, the Buick Skylark, and the Ultimate Blue Cutlass.
Okay, cool.
And then my favorite new muscle car is the Dodge Challenger.
Well, it is the only true muscle car.
That reminds me, flux capacitor and his whole, rigid definition of muscle car.
What about it?
Okay.
I don't know. I guess he doesn't really take into consideration, in my opinion, the feel of the car. Like for him, it's dictionary definition. Four-seat, 2-door V8 American car.
Yeah, and well, even more, a little more broadly than that, just a cheap car that you throw a huge engine into, like the original Pontiac GTO.
Yeah, another thing about that too is like a mid-sized sedan chassis with the big V8, like the Dodge Charger.
Mm-hmm. So a quick.
I don't know. I'm still confused between the ZL1 being a modern car and a muscle car because it can handle, it can go up to 1.10 Gs and not 1.10, sorry, 1.05 G, and can still decimate the straight line. So I don't know.
Well, it's definitely got some muscle car qualities. Like, I wouldn't really consider it a true muscle car because like on Matt Robinson's post about the difference between a muscle car and a pony car, one guy said, well, my uncle says that a real muscle car is no power steering because, a lot of muscle cars back in the day didn't come with power steering. So you had to have muscles to drive it. That's why it's called a muscle car.
Wait, didn't all American cars have a certain ball bearing in the steering that made it easier to turn the freaking thing?
I don't know.
So a quick trivia question. Do you guys know who was the head honcho at Pontiac that was responsible for the creation of the GTO?
I don't
know. But I'm sure you're gonna.
It's gonna blow your. It's gonna blow your minds.
Is it Carroll Shelby?
No. It's John Z. DeLorean.
What?
What the hell?
Yep. He worked for General Motors for a long time before making his own motor company.
And then he got busted for drugs.
Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, is he still alive?
No, he died in 2005.
Okay. But
that was quick.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did. I'm reading this on Wikipedia.
Yep. Well, I read it out of my big muscle car book that's like that thick, so.
All right.
I think Mark 2 Golfer also asks, burger or pork?
I hate pork. I'd rather take burger.
Are you Jewish?
No, I just hate pork.
He hates pork and loves snake.
Yeah, I love snake meat. I hate pork, though.
I might want to try that.
Okay, next question.
Hey, my turn. My turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let Sam ask a question.
What's your favorite Euro car?
Who asked that?
Yeah, sorry. Subaru Maniac, Sabaro Squad.
Yeah, it's Sovereign. Anyway, favorite Euro car.
For me, it's the
well,
E46 M3
the way
GTR.
Sam answered it was E46 M3 GTR.
Yep. For me, that's the ultimate M3.
I'm thinking. I don't know.
I like old and new Mercedes, like the Mercedes AMG products as of late, and like old Mercedes, like an old late 70s, 500 SEL.
My dad recently got his W222 S65 AMG, and I gotta tell you, this baby is just woo, boy, damn.
As in quick.
Yeah.
What?
So you're saying it's quick?
She weighs 2 tons, and she's pretty quick. Yeah.
But yeah, that engine can make a G-Class go fast. And if you can make a G-Class go fast, then that's an amazing engine.
Yeah, probably it's fragile.
I think like maybe Motor Trend was talking about how the G63 AMG is quicker than the G65 AMG.
It is.
Yeah. It is.
Probably because weight.
But a problem with the G65 also, if you go at a really high speed and then brake all of a sudden, the car starts swerving left and right, which is not really a situation you want to be caught in a car that weighs near 3 tons.
Also said in that video that Chad's referring to, if you hit somebody or somebody hits you and you're in a G-Class, it's one of those cars where it's their problem and not really yours.
Mr. Regular said the same thing was reviewing, I think, a 1955 Oldsmobile Super 88.
Uh-huh. All the big land yachts.
Well, anyway.
I was recently debating with Chad whether to get like when the insurance freaking answers me back, whether to get the 1LE or the regular ZL1, quote unquote regular.
Did you just say you're going to go with the regular one?
He suggested the regular one. I said the 1LE, but
get the 1LE. Just get the 1LE.
No. Wait a second. He presented a really good point. Is that the best track I know is Laguna Seca, and it's at least 2 to 3 hours away from me. So I'm going there like once every 2 months or something.
I guess, but
yeah, I think the regular ZL1 would be better. I think it's gonna be modified either way, but if this time it's not gonna be Hennessy. Hennessy's a freaking robber.
Get it Lingenfelter. Go Lingenfelter.
I'm going Lingenfelter on this baby.
Yeah, they do amazing work. But anyway, so what I was gonna say was there's gonna be something where you go to a car meet in your ZL1 and somebody shows up in their 1LE. And then you're like, oh, I should have got the 1LE because everyone's over at his car. And
yeah, but then when the guy in the 1LE drives home, he's gonna have a rougher ride back home.
Oh yeah, my previous ZL1 already had a rough ride, so imagine the 1LE.
Well, I mean, it's so you're comparing the last gen, which was on the Zeta platform or Zeta platform, to the new one, which is on the Alpha platform. I don't know what.
No. That compares. No, I'm not comparing like that. I'm comparing it to Camaros in general aren't known to those who driven Camaros or have ridden in Camaros before. Their Camaros aren't exactly known to be comfortable. Like they're break your back, to break your spine. Mustangs are way more comfortable.
What? You would think that the Mustang would be less comfortable because of the solid rear axle.
No, actually, the
it's
Mustang
not
is more comfortable than the Camaro. Mustang is way more comfortable.
It's not a solid rear axle anymore.
The Camaro will break your spine. And,
I rode in a Camaro, but I don't remember it being spine shattering.
No, on high speed. I'm talking about in high speed, and the asphalt in LA isn't that good. So, yeah.
So, did your old ZL1 have the adaptive dampers?
The what, huh? The IRS.
Yeah, like magnetoradical, however you say it.
Magnetotheoriological.
Oh
that's
yeah,
what it
those.
says.
Yeah, I did take that box. No, more like my dad. That car was a gift. So yeah.
So yeah, that's what the new one's gonna have. I was just because they have all kinds of different modes that make it more or less whatever.
Dodge
right.
Viper ACR16, he asked a ton of questions.
Oh yeah, he did.
Wow.
I was gonna ask one of his questions right now. Like I already asked one of his questions, but I was gonna ask another one right.
But real quick thing, whenever he writes a comment, he writes a blog post in every single comment.
So
continue with
I'll let Chad pick one of his questions. All right, Chad.
What are some of your favorite lesser-known muscle cars?
Oldsmobile 442 W30.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, among
Buick
the car
Skylark.
throttle community, that's not that well known. But, you know, among the muscle car community, it's pretty well known.
Okay. Well, Olds is pretty well known.
Wait,
I think for me, maybe the Dodge Dart 426 Max Wedge.
The El Camino is really underrated with when it comes to muscle cars.
Probably my favorite muscle car that you go and you tell somebody you have one of these and they're like, "What?" Is the AMC Rebel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's
Or maybe the AMC Javelin. You know Jake Orr?
the Javelin's good.
Who?
Jake Orr. He's a staff member in Car Throttle.
Oh,
Jake
Jake Orr. I thought you say. Okay.
Jack Lower.
Yeah, I know Jake Orr.
Well, yeah, and you know it's funny. He grew up like half an hour from where I live.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, like he's a total Coeur d'Alene homeboy.
Nice. Okay. Guess that answers that.
Well, I don't think I answered my lesser-known muscle car.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Buick
wait.
Skylark. I don't think anyone heard that.
Did I say that?
Yeah, I said that.
Well, you know what? Let's just move on to another question, and then I'll get back to you on that.
All right, what's your
Okay.
favorite UTE?
Ute.
Oh, Ute. Yeah. For me, it's the El Camino. El Camino SS.
Holden Commodore.
The Super Route.
Super Ute.
I think you said you wanted to make a Sabre route.
Yes, I do. I really, really want to make a Sabre Route. That would be so awesome.
That would look weird.
Well, it will look like the Super Route from Mighty Car Mods that they made, but with the Saab front on it, basically.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome. But my favorite factory Ute is the Holden Commodore.
Ooh,
Well, that one
okay, I
is-
have an answer for lesser-known muscle car. Mercury Cyclone.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well,
I
Mercury
saw
Cougar-
one of those the other day.
No, the Cougar isn't lesser known. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, the Cougars.
Cougar is pretty well known.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, in the muscle car community, it's well known, but outside the muscle car community, Mercury Cougar isn't that well known.
Yeah.
But the Cyclone, isn't that
The
like the
Cyclone's pretty
Mercury
good.
version of the Torino?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so.
I also like, you know, the Plymouth GTX / Roadrunner.
Oh, yeah.
I like the GTX more than the Roadrunner. Because
And the Cornet,
Coronet,
the Dodge
yeah.
Cornet.
The
Yeah.
Coronet is basically a smaller Charger. Like somewhere between a Charger and a Challenger.
That Mercury Cyclone kind of looks like an Olds.
Wait, isn't hers the Australian division of Oldsmobile?
No.
Hearst they're like a transmission company or something.
Yeah.
They made a lot of transmissions for old muscle cars.
And shifters, too.
Yeah, I really like their T-handle shifter. That's just like, And
Oh yeah, it's like a plane's accelerator thingy.
uh-huh.
Think we answer that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Dodge Viper ACR16 also asks a lot. Do you think Need for Speed is headed in the right direction?
I have no clue.
I've played Need for Speed 2015, and I'm saying Ghost Studios have a lot to learn still. Like they did good, but they have like there are stuff they should learn. Like they still couldn't fill in Black Box's shoes. And still till
I'll
now,
take your word for it.
I don't know why EA axed Black Box.
I'll take your word for it because I've never played Need for Speed.
Wait, you haven't played a single Need for Speed game?
No, I tried to download it 3 different times on my iPod, but it wouldn't play.
You've never played a single Need for Speed game in your life.
Wait, whoa. Wait a second. iPod? A Need for Speed game on iPod? The heck?
Yeah, I think it's called Need for Speed No Limits.
No Limits. Oh, I totally forgot about that. I left that game long ago.
Yeah.
I grew up on
Another
Need
thing
for
that
Speed.
wouldn't download.
I played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 in 2004.
The first Need for Speed I ever played was Underground 2, and then I played Porsche Unleashed. And then I played Underground 1 and then Most Wanted.
Another thing that wouldn't play on my iPod, my aging iPod, was Gear Club. It's like a mobile Forza. It looks awesome, and
But the graphics are pretty demanding. That's why your iPod won't start it. The graphics aren't that demanding, but for your iPod they are.
Yep.
Which brings us to the next question. What are your favorite mobile racing games?
Well, the ones that will run on my ancient device.
I played that for a while, then I deleted it.
I did, and then like when the new updates came out, I got it again. Because I had gotten all the way to the top. I had a Mini that would do like 6.1 second quarter mile runs. So
I like this. I can't remember the name of the game. CarX Drifting and
CarX Drift Racing.
Yeah, and Gear Club. I like those the most.
I played Real Racing 3 for a long time.
I played Real Racing 3 for a month, and then I just to hell with this crap. I'm gonna delete it.
You advance very, very slowly, but once you get to the better cars, it's so amazing. Like,
but I
got up.
Games. I hate games where you have to pay to win. Like in the special events, you literally it literally says you have to upgrade your car, which in between the lines means buy you.
Well, that's why I played it for such a long time. I would get slowly and slowly and slowly just build up this stuff and eventually buy that stuff because I was very dedicated to it. And I got up to the Ariel Atom V8. And that thing was so awesome.
I also had a lot of complaints about the handling module in Real Racing 3. It felt like I was driving on ice.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Think we answered
I
that?
didn't. I personally felt that a lot of the stuff just like, especially the Ariel Atom, once I got to the Ariel Atom, if you drive the Sylvia, the S15 Sylvia that they have, it is very, 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 very drifty and all that. But once I got up to the Ariel Atom, it just stuck. And it was awesome. But anyway, yeah.
Ariel Atom fanboy here. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, in a game. But yeah.
Okay. What?
I also really, really loved the Dodge Viper in there because,
Viper. Just because Viper.
Well, there are 3 Dodge Vipers, when I was playing. There was the old SRT10, then the ACRX, and then the modern SRT Viper.
Yeah.
And ACRX, it would just grip and go through, where the 2013 SRT Viper would just like, you had to brake way before the corner, and then once you got to the corner, you still spun out.
You know what's funny? The ACRX has the exact same horsepower as the 2013 Viper, and handles way better than the Viper ACR, than the current Viper ACR.
Well, the current Viper ACR is faster around the track.
No, but the previous generation ACRX handles better than the current generation of ACR.
Huh. It's also way more expensive.
And only 10 were ever built.
Yeah. Ugh.
It's
okay, beat that one to death.
All right, question that's I have no idea how to answer that. Why do you think the V4 engine configuration is uncommon?
Well, I think it's actually kind of common in motorcycles.
It's very common in motorcycles, but
No, I think he means in cars.
yeah.
Probably because inline 4 works just fine.
Yeah, and like I don't know why, because a V4 is more compact than a
More
inline
compact?
4.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, it is more compact. Never mind.
Well, at least the dimensions are more square.
Yeah.
That has better weight distribution.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, we have no idea.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of manufacturers just go with what works with them. Like, Porsche's the 911. They just, stuck with the rear engine platform. They made it work.
Okay. What's the next question?
All right, your turn, Chad, or Stutt, whatever.
Well, I'm
Dodge Viper also asks, what are your opinions on stretch tires?
Oh, hell no.
tires.
Agreed. Yeah, they're stupid.
They're absolutely stupid.
No. Just no.
But if you want to do that to your car, okay, whatever. But I would never, ever even think about doing it to my car.
Well, actually, I don't think I really mind, when the tire is too big for the rim and vice versa.
But yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah, that's that. We don't like stretch tires.
Illuminati Amphicar Master Race asks, if you had a gasser, what would it be?
Basically, the blasphemy.
I'd have one of those Ford hot rods.
Like a 32 deuce coupe?
Yep. Or one of those what's its name? Geez, there was this one hot rod. It has a really Willys.
Oh, the Willys coupe. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a good gasser.
God, I love that. Though it looks weird.
You know what? There were 2 or 3 of them at the Good Guys show, and they also drag race too. And I think I talked about this before, but I saw them on the highway and they passed me, and I thought by chick of them, so I passed them, and then they passed me in a more V8 glory, and it was awesome. I think also maybe an early '60s Impala might be a good gasser.
Yeah.
Or a early
Impalas have a really
Corvette
good platform. And there's a Willys.
Yep. It's beautiful.
Ooh,
You know what?
Adam Batnay says,
Oh.
do you have any interest in hot hatches? And if so, can you name your favorites?
Oh, I have a lot of hot hatches I like.
Oh yeah. Well, does the
old late 90s, early 2000s Civic Type R's are the best.
So does the Saab 92X count as a hatch or a wagon?
I think that might be more of a wagon.
I think it's a wagon.
Okay. But other than that, excuse me, Mark 1 Rabbit GTI.
I think my aunt had a Rabbit. I don't think it was a GTI.
Yeah, well.
And funny story, my aunt put Playboy seat covers on them because it's a Rabbit, and she didn't know it was really Playboy until someone told her. It's like, hey, those are Playboy seat covers. Oh, sorry.
Whoa! dude. I just imagined that in my head, and it looked super weird.
But yeah, well, okay, it's my dad's, but there's I have a Mark II GTI, non-running.
Yeah, that's sitting down. Just
Have you really
rot.
worked on it?
No.
No, because I one don't have the know-how, and two don't have the money, and don't have the parts.
Is it carbureted?
I think it's fuel injected.
Yeah, it's computer injected.
Yeah.
That's going to make it a little bit harder to work on.
Yeah, that's DOHC. No, wait, whoa, never mind. Yeah, but it's fuel injection, injected.
Yep.
Well, have you put a new battery in it yet?
No.
But yeah, try that and then see if that fixes the problem.
This thing's been sitting since like 2004.
Yeah, the car's pretty much run down.
Well, I'm pretty sure if I were in your footsteps, I would get started on that thing pretty quick, because I am taking an engine performance class, and I took an electrical systems class. So with that knowledge, I might actually be able to get it running. And you might also you might also be a good idea to just drain the gas and put new gas in the gas tank, because I'm pretty sure that might be gelled up by now.
Yeah.
I
heard a strange information before. I don't know if it's wrong or right. Like, my chemistry teacher herself said she didn't know, but I heard that gas can rot or something like that. Gas can
Hold
rot.
on, Googling it.
I don't know, something like that.
I'm looking it up.
Well, I don't think we really talked about. Well, I didn't talk about my interest in hot hatches. Like, I like them. Like, they're cool cars. Like, I think they're a little bit underrated on my side of the pond, or at least in my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I guess they're not really my dream cars, but like, they would make a great daily, like Golf GTI or Focus ST or something along those lines.
Oh, have you guys seen the video with the Ford Focus RS plowing into the snow?
Oh yeah, that thing's a snowplow. And it comes with, like, you can add on a winter tire and wheel set.
I'm surprised how no part of the engine got clogged up.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the video of the Lamborghini Gallardo going through the floodwaters?
Whoa, I did not see that one.
It was really interesting because the way the front end was shaped, when it went through, the front end aerodynamics and whatever channeled the water away from the air intakes for the mid-engine. It was really interesting.
Oh, so now we got a water plow Gallardo and a snow plow Focus RS. How more interesting can cars get?
A lot more.
Do you guys know about this new Eric guy on Car Throttle?
No, I haven't seen him.
Well, like,
you don't see it.
His profile picture is like a hipster SpongeBob, and he recently he posted in the garage a Volkswagen bus, a '58 Edsel, and a new Crown Vic.
A new Crown Vic?
Well, new to him at least. Well, newer. Oh. I think we might have answered just about all the questions.
Really? Oh wow.
Well, almost. Flux Capacitor asks, drifting or grip?
Drifting.
Oh, classic grip.
Drifting.
Definitely
Once
grip.
you drift, you will want to drift around every corner.
Oh, ask me about that. Holy crap.
What, you did in ZL1?
I did. Most of my drifts are in the Supra because the Supra is way lighter. But yeah, I sometimes would use the ZL1's sheer power just to power slide.
I would power slide a lot at Spalding in the '96 Ford Explorer with the 5-liter V8 and my crappy '85 S10 that had maybe a 3-liter V6. Either way, there's this turn at the back of the yard that the big semi trucks would use to take the crushed cars out of the lot, and I would drift that corner a lot.
I consider myself really lucky in the drift department because there's this abandoned factory in South Central that no one knows about except for me and my girlfriend. So we go and train there a lot, and like literally no one goes there. It's just abandoned.
A lot of questions we still haven't answered from. Oh, Keon Lee asked some questions. Do you like any Japanese cars? Please elaborate. What makes them special to you? What American car would you compare them with? Would you daily it, etc., etc.?
And then a meme adds he owns a Mark IV Supra. End of story.
Well, my Supra Legacy is a great daily, and it's actually pretty fun in the twisties, but it makes me want to get WRX.
I love my Supra because my Supra special.
Tell him you're recording a world famous podcast. And maybe
I doubt they'll think you'll be world famous.
Well, we can only hope.
Well, technically, we do have listeners on multiple continents.
That's true.
From all over the world, but mostly Europe because CT is mostly European. So yeah.
Although there are a lot of people from India and like Indonesia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, like a majority of the population lives in a small pocket of area, like China, India, Bangladesh, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and then no one is.
I think I know a couple of CTzens that live, in either Pennsylvania or the DC area.
I mean, DC. There's one that lives in DC.
I don't know anyone who lives near me in LA in general. Not in Beverly Hills, just not in LA in general.
I think that
JSR Cars lives by Temecula.
And I think that Cali guy lives somewhere near.
Yeah,
and
Ian Wright lives in Hemet.
Hey, we got another co-host right at the end.
Oh, well, speak of the devil.
All right.
What's going on? Just finished playing for Forza Horizon 3.
Told you.
Nice.
Well, come on. I used the GTR to be a Buick.
Wait, what? GTR Buick? The heck?
Well,
the heck's a GTR Buick?
I tried beating this Buick. It was only a Buick Regal GNX, so I thought, my Infiniti can beat that because my Infiniti, it's really good. I mean, it has a top speed of like 200 miles an hour or something like that.
Yeah, fun fact about Raven and everyone. Every muscle car.
I hate Chevy. Chevy's terrible.
I hate
you like muscle cars? Oh, you're terrible.
No, I like Mustangs. Mustangs are good. The new ones are great. Just Chevy. I've had too many bad experiences with Chevy. I just hate it.
I had too many good experiences to just not love to not love Chevy.
Okay, so I was trying to beat this Buick. I launched better because I had all-wheel drive, but I mean, he has to have like an LS swap in there because he had like over 1,000 horsepower. And,
so you admit LS engines are good.
My GTR whooped him. He stood no chance against my GTR.
Well,
my GTR had probably just as much horsepower as him, but my GTR was all-wheel drive and probably lighter, and it had aerodynamics. It's not just this box of a Buick. So
speaking of drivetrain, my Subaru, it doesn't have much power, but it has a lot of grip. So that's something I'm not really used to because with my minivans, you could screech the tires a lot because A, it had more power, and B, it had front wheel drive instead of all wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this thing, it also has a lot of grip because it has huge tires. But it's got camber because it's got a Rocket Bunny kit on it. So it kind of negates the grip a little bit. I don't know, but it's really grippy. It's a really great car. It has a top speed. I tuned it so that the top speed is like at over 260 miles an hour. So
we were answering the question though. Do you like any Japanese car? We were.
Oh yeah, I never answered that question.
Japanese cars.
So
Chad answered it. I didn't. You didn't. Raven didn't. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you kind of did. You said, "Oh, well, I have a Mark IV Supra, so."
I was explaining. A lot of people don't understand why I like my Supra so much. So,
How much did
Oh.
it cost you?
you won't believe me if I told you.
50 grand.
No, way less. Way less. Way
5,000.
less.
10.
5,000.
No. No.
5 grand?
No.
That's what I just said.
Free.
No.
Someone
10
paid
grand.
you to take
12
the
grand.
Supra.
$500.
Well, who'd you get
You
it
got-
from? A family member?
No, a junkyard.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's realistic. Well, like, what was it wrecked? Did not have an engine? Was it?
Dude.
badly?
No. She was in an acceptable condition. It's just that, well, it's kind of a weird story. This thing had 5 owners before me.
Ooh, that's not a good sign.
Oh wow.
So what is this exactly like? Our opinions on Japanese cars or something?
Like
Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, that thing
So-
had owners before me, and it crashed a lot.
So that's why it's so cheap.
Yeah. She wasn't the freaking what's it called? Salvage title. She was original title. With all these crashes, she's original title. But it's just that the junkyard guy, the junkyard owner, he believed that I'll bring her back. So joke's on him.
Well, I'm kind of surprised.
Here's something we can talk about. I've been having an internal debate with myself about what project car I should get. I basically have the option of getting like a land yacht cruiser, like a 1973 Plymouth Fury, or I could get a pickup truck like a 1978 Ford F100. And my head says to get the pickup truck because it's cheaper, more common, some more parts, and I can get one better condition for the same price as another car like the cruiser, and it would be more practical. And my dad would like the idea of a pickup truck better because it would be more useful. Haven't really had a pickup truck before, but the cruiser I think I would enjoy driving it better and get more attention.
So, I was gonna write a reply to that post that you did about that, but I didn't for some reason. I forget why. So, basically, it's a project car you want, not what your head is telling you to get.
Well, one thing too is that I'm more than likely going to leave on a church mission pretty soon, and I'm pretty sure my dad will be more likely to not sell the truck compared to the cruiser.
So is he buying the car, or are you buying?
I think so. Although I do think I have enough money to buy a project car.
I'd buy it myself if I didn't want it sold.
Porsche 944. That's all I can say.
Well, he might have to go 924.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I found Porsche 944 is cheaper than a 924. So
You got to take condition and miles and all that into account.
I mean,
I can look up
mileage.
Only the Porsche 914.
Condition was fine. It's just it wasn't naturally aspirated.
Little orange Porsche.
Okay, yeah, I definitely have enough money to buy a project car. I currently have $4,000 in my savings account.
Wait, random question to you guys. Who calls the Porsche as 918 and who calls it as 918? I call her the
Both.
918.
I do both.
Who cares? Tomato, tomato.
That's. I mean, with Porsche, yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
And
Ooh, I found a gem. I was just randomly surfing Car Throttle, and there's a post called 9 Things You Should Never Say to a JDM Fanboy.
Oh gosh.
And the list includes
this gonna be good.
Honda's are lawnmowers, when does the VTEC kick in, all Japanese cars are rice, joking about small displacement sizes, when will you put tribals on your car, the GTR is not the best car ever created, calling a S2000 a Miata,
Yeah.
And then
did that once.
the Nissan GTR is a computer.
I did that once. I thought an S2000.
Two of them are true.
I literally thought an S2000 was a Miata at one point.
Two of them are true.
Yeah.
GTR isn't the greatest
Not
car
the best.
ever, and well, it is a computer on wheels.
Yeah, right?
Well, Ian Wright, who is, in my opinion, one of the best Car Throttle users. Well, this was a year ago. He said Nissan GTR, called a car that drives itself by people that haven't driven one, and the best car ever made by people that haven't driven one.
So
Yeah.
what are we talking about?
GTR.
You back?
GTR is the
Yeah,
best
back.
car.
Oh, yeah, he's back. Oh, darn it. Well, to answer the question that was asked earlier of what do I think of JDM? I mean, I've grown it's grown on me, definitely. Because there are some really nice ones out there, like Lexus makes some really nice ones. Nissan's amazing. Like, their cars, I love them. Toyota can make some amazing cars. Not as big into Mazda, or Honda, but I mean, those three manufacturers, Toyota, Nissan, and Lexus, can make some amazing cars. I'm really into them, so.
Everyday Driver podcast. I don't know if you listen to them, but they really like Mazdas. Like some people say that even cars that aren't like the Mazda Speed 3 or the Miata, like the Mazda 3 and Mazda 6, they say that those cars are cool as well, along with the CX-5.
Yeah.
The Mazda 6 does look good, though, I have to say. And the Mazda Speed 3 is a really nice car.
There are like a couple people in my car group that have Mazda Speed 3s.
Oh, wow. See, I have a friend who has a regular Mazda 3, but it's got a manual on it, and it's nice.
My cousin's boyfriend, he has a Mazda Speed 3 manual, and it is amazing.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear my roommate's blasting Bohemian Rhapsody right now?
Yeah,
I can't,
fortunately,
actually.
I can.
I can't.
I can't.
You're real quiet. I gotta hear it. I can't hear it.
Yeah, your earphones aren't that good.
Hey, my earphones are awesome. Like, seriously, they are awesome. But,
Wait,
yeah.
they're earbuds? Then they're terrible.
Technically, these, they are special. They are in-ear monitors,
Sure.
Technically. So you're all
Sure.
saying wrong.
Sure. Oh, I just recently posted on Car Throttle, and I want to know your guys' opinions. So in Forza Horizon 3, there are a few cars I'm looking to buy. 1-to-1. Pagani Huayra BC, Aston Martin Vulcan, or what was the other one?
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Pagani Huayra.
There's another one. I forgot what it was though. Probably wasn't.
It's McLaren P1. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, McLaren P1. So
Personally,
which one of those?
I really like the Vulcan, but your money, so do what you want with that.
Yeah, I really like the Vulcan
I
as
say
well.
Huayra.
I'd buy the Vulcan.
Fanboy over Huayras.
What about you, Stuttgart?
Vulcan, because I'm a complete Aston fanboy.
One thing I really like about the
I'm
Vulcan is that Aston Martin's usually seen as a refined sports car maker, and then the Vulcan is completely off the hinge, crazy and fast.
Yeah, right.
Aston Martin for me is basically Rolls Royce with an attitude.
Yeah.
I guess so, kind of. Except the weird thing is, Rolls-Royce is owned by BMW, and Aston Martin is starting to use AMG engines. So
yeah.
That's kind of...
So Raven, what's your favorite Italian car manufacturer?
Oh.
Okay, how about your favorite British car manufacturer?
Well, probably Ferrari for the Italians. Gotta go with Ferrari.
How about British?
British? Bentley.
I'm asking you your questions you asked for Stuttgart.
All right. Bentley, definitely.
But about the Italian thing, I thought you said that Ferraris were for old people.
Yeah. You said that at the beginning of the podcast. Well,
Compared to
at least.
McLaren. Compared to McLaren.
Guys, guys! I just realized something.
What?
Our podcast is way overdue.
Oh, we don't have a time limit. We've been going for what, 2.5, 3 hours?
I'll listen to the entire thing. I don't even care. I'm gonna listen to it like as soon as it comes out. Like I'm gonna listen to it that night.
Yeah, that reminds me of when Ian and Mark for both hand drive they created a really long.
They did a
podcast.
3-hour show, and I was like, I listened to it one night, and I'm like, oh, I had to pause it, go to sleep, listen to more of it the next night. I'm like, ah. Then I broke it up over 3 nights. It was so long.
Yeah, in their reaction, that was, well, the pause button exists.
Yeah.
What about favorite German car manufacturer?
Porsche, probably.
Yeah, they're good.
Mercedes.
I'd have to go
'Cause, you know,
Mercedes.
I named myself Stuttgart Madness because of
That's good.
Porsche.
Stuttgart. It's Stuttgart.
It's Stuttgart. Yes, Stuttgart. Not Stuttgart. Stuttgart.
So,
I would.
hey, Sam.
I would have to say for me, BMW. Like, I mean, all around they make some good cars. Like, there are a lot of good cars that the Germans make, but like overall, BMW makes some decent cars, I guess.
Yeah.
Hard to pin down one favorite car manufacturer.
Yeah, I'd probably go Mercedes, Porsche, BMW, Audi.
So, Sam,
Yes.
when we were discussing how to correctly say Chadkake's username,
Oh yeah.
you said, I don't care if it's Hawaiian. I'm American. I'll say it how I'd say it if it was an English word. And so that's how I'm saying my username. So,
Well, one thing too. Yeah.
But it's
with
German.
that
though.
story,
German is different.
Yeah, like
oh, it's
yeah, like my mom got me a keychain from Hawaii, and it's Kake. That's how you pronounce it in Hawaiian. But like my friends say Chadkake because they're white and Hawaii's like Chadkake. The Hawaiian pronunciation is Kake, but fine, Chadkake.
My dad was born in Bavaria, so I naturally say everything that's in German the way it would be said in German, and I get offended when people.
Well, does he speak German?
so, like,
My dad speaks a lot of German. He can speak like. I mean, he doesn't do it perfectly, but he for the most part he can speak German. It's my grandmother that can speak fluent German. She can speak around you in circles.
Okay, actually,
So-
was your dad was your grandfather in the military, and you just happened to be stationed in Germany when your dad was born?
Well, see, that I'm not exactly sure of. My dad's dad is half Scottish, half Japanese. He was
Scotland.
Scotland, like, I'm not exactly sure how that all came to be, but I do know a lot more of my German heritage than I do my Japanese and Scottish heritage. I know my Japanese great-grandmother, Sadako Higa, was in an internment camp in the United States of America during World War II, even though she was.
Do you hate
in the United States.
FDR?
Hey, now I hate FDR
What?
so much. I hate FDR.
We
Wait,
just
what's
opened a
FDR?
can of worms. Here
What's
we
FDR?
go.
What's FDR?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going there.
Wait, you
Well,
don't
wait,
know
what's-
what
What
FDR
what's-
exactly is
stands for?
FDR, though?
No.
Franklin
What's
Delano
FDR, though?
Roosevelt.
Yeah.
No, I don't know the acronyms, okay? I don't know the
I don't-
acronyms.
Pay much attention in history.
Oh, and also LBJ is Lyndon B. Johnson.
Do you know what? You have to know what JFK is.
Oh,
Yes.
duh.
I know
That's
JFK.
easy. Everybody says JFK. But then, like, the German side of me, like, it goes way back. I'm pretty sure my German goes back to like the 1st century AD. That part of my history is pretty purist German. But what a lot of people confuse is the fact that because I'm super proud of my German heritage and because I'm like pure, like the German part of me is like pretty much pure German, that I'm a Nazi, and that really
Or
gets
at
on
least
my
a skinhead, as some people say.
Oh,
but like that's really funny too, because it's sad but funny in a way, because my dad's my dad's mom's dad, so my great grandfather, he sabotaged Nazi machinery. There was this prototype airplane that the Nazis were working on, and he sabotaged it along with other Germans, and he fed potatoes to the Polish slaves. He would sneak potatoes in.
boy.
And then
Awesome.
my Polish and Danish side were both pretty much all slaughtered by the Nazis. So anybody that wants to call me a Nazi can go suck it.
We actually just went to a talk today where a lady who was a little girl during World War II told her whole story about that. And I'm actually going to manage the YouTube channel for the venue that has. So I should have it up, I don't know, in the next month or so.
Mark II Golfer asks, "What's your thoughts on stance?" And this is towards Raven, because me, Sam, and Study already answered this.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Before you answer that, a quick question. So, Raven, when you are like chatting with me on Hangouts and you call me Studi, do you in your mind think Study
Yes.
or really?
Stutti. Stutti. Hello, Stutti. Yeah. What was the question by Mark II Golfer?
Thoughts on stance?
Stance. Oh God. Not too much. I don't like it that much.
Guys, I need
5
to ask you something.
What?
Yeah.
I need to ask you something. I almost fell asleep on my keyboard.
Well, we have been talking for a while.
You've been talking for a very, very long time.
I mean,
Oh,
negative 5 degrees camber at most. But any more than that, and it's just rice.
Well, yeah, I guess it's technically rice, if you think about it.
I'm gonna ask you a favor. Can we wrap it up here? I'm dead.
Do you have somewhere you need
Okay.
to be, or are you just really tired?
And that's actually my nap time.
Well, you know what? If you think about it, you can just drop off the call. Then me and Study or Study can keep on talking with ourselves.
See, Sammy,
bye.
Suckers. I'm still signing off.
See you, Sammy. Sammy boy. All right, I'll stop.
Oh.
By the way, whoever heard about my super story and says it's like manga midnight can go suck it. It's not like manga midnight.
Okay, so I think we should try to go as long as possible with this, because that somebody said, Chad, when you tagged Ian Wright and Mark Mason in episode 2, somebody said, "Oh, you guys should do some sort of competition." And Mark was like, "Well, are we doing it for longest or whatever?" So this could kind of be the longest thing. We can break 3 hours fully edited and everything.
And you know what? I think we might be able to beat them because Mark
Bye.
and Ian, they're adults who have jobs, so they don't really have the time to talk for 10 hours on end.
Yeah.
I'll go as long as you want. I don't care.
Flux
Oh,
Capacitor
man.
asks, GTO Judge, GTO VR4, 599 GTO, or GTO RS?
That's so easy. 599 GTO.
Have you hold on. Let me pull up the picture of the GTO-RS.
Oh, it's a Donkavert. It's like a version of a Caterham.
It's like
It looks amazing.
What?
Hold on. I'm getting it here.
While he's pulling that up, off-road, drag racing, drifting, or rallying?
Drift racing. Drifting, bro.
Speaking of drift racing, I was talking with people in my group in my engine performance class, And this one guy from Arkansas was talking about drift racing. I was like, wait, drift racing? Like 2K? He's like, no, like dirt track racing.
Wait, what?
Wait, that's not drifting.
Well, it is. Yeah, when you're on a dirt track, you're drifting around all
Oh,
the
yeah,
corners.
but that's not drift racing.
Rally.
Well, he begs to differ. He thinks dirt track racing is drift racing.
That's the
Huh.
darker vert.
Well, he's wrong.
I still like the 599 GTO better.
I don't.
My God.
Whoa. Why the heck does it have suicide doors for like
Yeah.
a Caterham-based Dukavert?
I don't know. Why does it even have doors?
Because why
Like-
not?
See, I've seen and sat in a 599 GTO, so
Ah,
I mean the interior is impeccable. It's just gorgeous. It's so comfortable. It's beautiful.
you have
Well,
sat
you
in.
wouldn't really associate Ferrari with cross-country road comfortable. Like that would be something like maybe Maserati or Bentley.
Bentley for the win. One of my dream cars is a Bentley.
You have sat in.
What kind of Bentley?
A Bentley Mulsanne Speed.
Oh yeah.
Ah, that
Yeah,
thing's so
doesn't it have
awesome.
the 6.75 liter V8?
It's got, yeah, it has that, and it's got like 750 pound-feet of torque.
I would be surprised if it had 800 foot-pounds of torque.
In
And
reality,
the interior. Mwah. Oh man, the interior is amazing.
yeah.
Some people are talking about
You
how
have-
the Bentley Bentayga is basically a more expensive Audi Q7.
Kind of is.
Okay, Study. Volkswagen or Audi?
I already answered this.
Oh, sorry, Raven.
Audi. That's not even a question. Audi, not Volkswagen. Who would choose Volkswagen over Audi?
Because it can't afford an
if-
Audi.
Mark, we're talking to you. If he listens this far, I doubt he'd listen this far. But
Yeah, no, I don't.
I think
half
he
the
would.
people
Like, he says he gets kind of bored working at the steel mill.
yeah, true.
Burger or pork?
I'm not surprised. Wait, what?
Burger or pork?
Burger.
Idiots.
If you had a gasser, what would it be?
Gasser?
Study, show him what a gasser is.
Okay.
So let me try and explain it. So gasser is a term for a 1960s style drag car that had a raised straight axle in the front and like fiberglass body panels and oftentimes colored windows, kind of like a 70s thing, tinted windows. And popular gassers would be 1955 Chevys or 1945 Willys Coupe.
Oh, no. I don't like that at all.
Does this look?
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
The Willys?
You don't like the blasphemy?
Why not?
I don't know. It just looks bad.
What?
I
Well,
really
you'd
like
rather
it.
have a pro touring look?
I don't know. It would catch a lot of attention, definitely. But I don't know if I'd want one.
Yeah, so that's like a gasser. Now look up gasser in the description and see what comes up.
Okay.
And gasser is definitely an old school type drag car kind of thing. Like, I've never seen Corvette C7 gasser style. That
Well-
was really weird though.
If you go by Google, if you go by what Google says, a gasser is an idle talker or a chatterer. But yeah, no.
Yeah, but that's not the
All
kind
right.
of gasser we're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Wikipedia says a gasser is a type of hot rod originating on the drag strips of the United States in the late 50s and continued until the 70s.
I mean, it'd be cool to have one, but I don't know if I'd want one because I don't know. The looks of it doesn't look that great, and the reliability I doubt is even there.
Well, that's the thing. Like, gassers weren't exactly built to be street cars.
Uh-huh.
Although,
I guess.
I think that Roadkill did drive the Blasphemy cross country.
They did. But, they drive everything.
Okay, I just
They
sent
do everything
a picture of a gasser in the chat for the video.
Oh, yeah. Anatomy of a gasser.
Yeah, no. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so your response to the question is no gasser at all.
Okay, so
Joe
something I'm
London
curious about-
asks, do you think we should invest in hydrogen power instead of electric?
yes, I hate electric.
Well, have you ever been to Tesla?
No.
Well, I actually drove one, and it was awesome. The instant torque was addicting.
Oh yeah. Something I am curious about. Study, you mentioned that I have a weird taste in cars. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Oh, yeah. Like, you like the Hellcat. You invented the Hellcat squad.
Yeah.
And yet you're like, oh, all American cars are terrible, except for Dodge.
Okay, so they're old Chevys, like the old Suburban were good, okay? That's about it with Chevy, for me.
Okay.
Ford makes great cars most of the time. It's just some of their cars are just terrible, and then they tend to be rust buckets. And then I hate the new Raptor and the new Ford GT. Ugh. Hate them.
I don't like the new Ford GT, but I love the Ford Raptor, as you know. But
V6 in a truck.
I was behind.
I have to agree with you there, Raven. I prefer the old Raptor with the V8.
One thing though,
And then
we were behind one on the highway the other day. We were up at a stoplight, and the guy floored it. And the new Raptor, I mean, it sounds just amazing.
oh, I know. I heard one. I mean, I heard that supercharger whine. It sounds amazing, but
Well, it's not supercharged; it's turbocharged.
Well,
but,
yeah. It's not
okay, then I
supercharged from
heard
the
an old
factory.
one. I heard an old one then because I heard a supercharged one and it sounded. It sounded.
Yeah,
weird.
that's aftermarket then.
So wait, you're German and you do the like French for Italian. Like,
No. Yes, I've learned that from watching Salamandra. Don't judge me.
Adam Batanet says, do you have interest in hot hatches? And if so, can you name your favorites?
Yes. Yes, I love hot hatches. RS. Oh my gosh. The Golf R. The Civic Type R is amazing. Oh my! I can't even. Don't even get me started on hot hatches, or I'll just rant on and on and on.
well, hold on. Let me show you a picture of my favorite.
While he's doing that, Dodge Viper says, why do you think V4 engine configuration is uncommon?
Wait, what?
Why do you think the V4 engine configuration is uncommon?
The B4 engine?
Yeah.
V4, not B.
Oh, V4. I didn't even know it existed.
Well, it exists a lot in motorcycles.
Yeah, and there were a few cars that had it.
I like that hot hatch, by the way. I want that.
It's mine. Ha!
You need to get it running, man.
I do.
Oh, but
I
by the
will
way-
someday.
by
I
the
will
way-
someday. If I have to track down whoever my mom sells it to and buy it from them from some stupid price, I will get it again and get it running.
Well,
Okay,
then
so-
that's
so
the case. You might as well get it running now.
To continue,
I don't have the time or the money or the know-how to do any of that, but
If
yeah,
you
I
have
will
the
eventually.
time to talk for 2 hours with guys on their country, you have the time to fix your dang car.
so to continue answering your question though, Dodge does make amazing cars, but I realize that some of the cars are flawed. Like V6 Challengers, the V6 can't handle the weight because they're such fat boats that can't turn.
Well, they can
Cars
turn,
can't
but
turn.
they definitely can't turn like a Miata.
Yeah. Well, no, obviously. I mean, it's a boat. It's gigantic. Like, it's bigger than the Titanic. So, I mean, Dodge has its flaws. Ford's great. Chevy, don't even get me started on them. And other manufacturers, I'm not into them. Cadillac's okay. GMC and Buick are just in my opinion. I don't like the look of their cars. Their trucks, GMC's trucks look pretty good, but I don't know. Buick in general, I don't really like their cars at all.
I really love old Buick.
Yeah, old Buick was great. Plymouth was great.
And then they just started making the Voyager, which is a crappy minivan.
Yeah, and Chrysler. Oh, I love Chrysler. Oh my God. Have you been in the new Chrysler 300S with the V8?
No,
I think
wish I
I've
had.
been to Chrysler at one point.
Oh my God. It's amazing, that thing, and it accelerates like crazy, and it's such a luxury car.
Well, that's the thing, and then they're the people it's like, oh well, Japanese or a lot of people say German luxury cars are the best, or British at least. Todd Viper also asks, do you think Need for Speed is heading in the right direction?
Well, that reminds me, I just had a rather heated debate with one of my friends who's a mechanic about the Dodge Viper versus the Corvette.
Hey, which side were you on? You better be on the right side.
Viper, duh. He's like,
Yes.
He's like, nah, the Corvette's better than the Viper. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
What was his argument?
Right.
One argument you could talk about is that with the Corvette, your feet don't blister because of the side pipe exhaust.
That's true.
Your paint doesn't melt off.
But the Corvette doesn't beat the 1919 Spider either.
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing. Like a majority of Corvette owners, they just cruising down Main Street with Hawaiian shirts and gold chains.
I've been in a Corvette. They're really cool, but they're just.
Is somebody dying in your apartment, Chad?
No, that's my roommate. He's kind of crazy. Well, he's not my roommate. He says it's not my fault.
Great, now you got him to howl louder.
Okay, so here's our conversation.
What was our conversation?
No. Here's the conversation that I had with him. So he was like, I want a Cadillac CTSV. I'm like, oh wow, go for a wagon if you're getting an older one.
Definitely.
And he's like, nah, I want to go for like an 09 or newer. And I'm like, all right, nice. They are nice, though I'm not sure what GM screwed up on it because they always seem to screw everything up. And I said, oh yeah, the Viper ACR, Charger Hellcat. Oh yeah, because I was mentioning like what cars I sat in at the auto show. That's how that came out.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, yep. And then he's like, talk about screwing up and mention all the Mopars.
And then you were like,
yeah. I'm like, LOL, Dodge is well known as the best American brand out there. So much hate.
Well, like Ford and Chevy is definitely more popular.
Well, definitely, but among car people, Dodge is definitely agreed to be the best. And then he brings up LS swaps, and I'm like, triggered.
So,
I tried.
So, guys, if you were in my situation, would you buy a truck or something like a 1973 Plymouth Fury, a land yacht?
I'd buy the land yacht.
Why is that?
Wait, say it again.
Because for some reason, I don't know, it's just what appeals to me most. There's an old land yacht. You put a monster engine in that, and it's just.
Okay, how about you, Raven?
Oh, say the question again.
If you were in my shoes, would you rather buy an old truck or an old land yacht?
Hold on while I bring up a picture of a land yacht. I honestly do not know what that is. And let's see.
Why would you say the truck?
I don't like the look of these land yachts.
Well, I mean, land yacht's, a colloquial term, just for, a big American cruiser kind of thing.
What?
Well, land yacht's just, a colloquial term for, a big American cruiser car in general.
I mean, they kind of look cool. I don't know, truck.
So you think the truck would look cooler?
Yeah.
Okay, so Study says land yacht and Raven says truck. Okay.
Stutti.
So anything else you guys want to talk about? I think that's about it.
Yeah, I guess we're done. Thank you guys for listening, and I'd like to thank each one of my co-hosts tonight for recording with me, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.